The seventh question. A cat knocks one block off Felix's construction. So what could this construction have looked like before the block was knocked off? And in this case, it means that the correct option should only have one part of the difference, which could be fixed by putting the block back, right? So let's just compare this one with all of the options below to see if they only have one part of the difference. So let's first of all look at the option A. Option A compared with this one, I have, okay, this part that's different. Probably I can put the one block back, right? But you can also notice that this part is missing and this part has in one more block. So basically it's moving this part to here. That means this one cannot be the original construction because there's only one part of difference. And what about option B? Again, option B, first of all, you have this extra, so probably I can put the block back. But you see that you also lift this block to here. So that's what makes it not possible original ones. And what about option C? First of all, this part, I can put the block back, but you see that it actually moved this block to here directly. So that's the second change. So that's also impossible. So what about option D? First of all, here, that's missing. And this one is actually missing compared with this one. So can this be original one? No, okay? So it cannot be original one. And also you see that this block is actually being extra from the original one. So this is totally impossible. So what about the last one? The last one compared with the original one is only this part is in extra. So which means I can basically put this back to here, right? To have the original black back. So the whole shape is probably look like this, right? So that means option E is the correct option. And regarding the knowledge point, it's definitely the spatial reasoning and structure building. And in our public school, it will have you to look at those like complicated three-dimensional thing and to like count how many cubes are left are missing. So this is exactly the same spatial thinking that we want to test out in the Math Kangaroo question in the seventh question here. So taking like the Math Kangaroo will definitely strengthening our students' spatial thinking, which will build the foundation for the later some complicated three-dimensional shapes in the MCA. Okay, for the eighth question, Alex has a kangaroo poster on the kitchen's wall. So the tiles on the whole wall from the regular pattern. So we want to know how many gray tiles are there behind this poster. So as you can see, the tiles actually have a pattern. So if you look like vertically, if the top one is gray, then the next one is definitely white, and then gray, and then white. So horizontally, so it's the same thing. So if the first one is white, then the next one is definitely gray. So this one is the pattern. Knowing this, we can also recover the pattern here, even though it's being covered by the poster. So we can see basically from this one, because I'm looking for the gray tiles. From the first one, you see right beside it's a gray and on the top is gray. So which means this one is definitely a white. And then you see if this one is white, this one will be gray, right? And then right beside that is white. And then this one is gray. And right beside that is white. And then this one is gray. So right beside this white and then this one's gray. And follow this pattern, still the top one is white, so this one will be gray, right? And this one is white, and this one will be gray. And this one is white, and this one will be gray, right? And this one's white, and this one will be gray. So now it's actually repeating the pattern. So this one will be gray, this one will be gray, this one will be gray, right? Every two rows, we're repeating the pattern, which means we just need to find out how many rows are here and how many gray tiles are there in two rows. So you can see here I have 1, 2 rows, 2, 2 rows, and 3, 2 rows. And inside each 2 rows, I have how many grays? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 grays. And in total, I have 3 rows. So that's 3 times 7, which is equal to 21. So option B is actually the correct answer. So you can just see that if I totally recover the shape, it will look like this. And as I said, every 2 rows, we're going to repeat this pattern. And for each 2 rows, we have 7 of the gray tiles. So those are exactly how we solve this question. And regarding the knowledge point, the Common Core standard is actually the area pattern with the logic reasoning. And in a public school, it would just tell you, okay, how can you make exactly the same pattern and to mark the areas or mark the grades to make this same pattern or circle the correct set of squares, giving you some choices to like complete a pattern. That's pretty basic. But for our Math Kangaroo questions, you will give you sort of some hinders. For example, give you a cover to let the students to use their spatial thinking and to recover the shape. And at the same time, they will also test your analytical ability to see if you can take this shortcut to realize that every 2 rows, you repeat this pattern. So you can just directly find out how many grays inside of 2 rows, and then you multiply by how many sets are here. So this is how we solve this question.